I'm just going to do a quick demonstration on Great Cow Basic with Microsoft Small Basic. Okay, and it's interesting because I've not posted on this and I should have in the past. Let me just show you what I've got in front of us, okay? I've got an Uno, could be any device, doesn't have to be an Uno, but I have an Uno because it's easier, okay? All right, today I got it hooked up and I programmed it, and I've got a little program that I've written. I'm just going to put above it here, and I'm going to, I've connected to it previously, and I'll show you how to do it in a minute. And I'm just going to, there's an LED, and why I use the Uno is because there's an LED on there, because I can turn the LED on, and I can turn it off, and I can actually do it manually. I can turn it on and off with specific commands. So what I've got is an application that I've written, and it turns an LED on and off. And you could obviously do a lot more things. I mean, this is just really basic, just to show you how you do it. But this is a real application. I've compiled that in a few minutes. It's taken minutes to write that, okay? I'll just show you that here is the program. I'm just going to click on it, and it's doing it. It's as fast as that, okay? And it's really very simple. And how do I do it? I'm using something called Microsoft Small Basic, okay? Microsoft Small Basic is meant for to make programming easier, okay? And it's a very, very simple program. I've got my master. This is my master code here. I put this on GitHub already, and basically it's a demonstration that you load a program into the Uno, which I'll show you in a moment. Very simple. Ensure you get your communications port correct, and then you can talk to it. So I've got a communications port, bit of initialization, and that's the whole program. I can then run that program, and sure enough, I end up with a little program over here running. And if I bring that camera back into shot, I want to point out that this camera, this webcam, I've written this morning in Quick Basic. It is that fast, okay? All right. I turn it on and I can turn it off. So let me just prove to you that we're doing it live. I will we'll call it version 2, okay? And then we'll compile that, and you can see that this is version 2. Now I don't need this user interface at the back. Once it's running, I can shut that down. I don't want to lose that program I was working. Have I saved that? No, I haven't. I've got it in the background. I want to save that one because that was the one I was working on. Okay, so the moment I've done that, once it's compiled it, I get an executable, which is here's my version 2. So I don't need to have the compiler. I can just very quickly create a very simple program in Microsoft Small Basic that actually has some quite sophistication and some nice, easy use. So what's the program? That's in Great Cow Basic. To make this work, it's again a very simple program. It's an Uno. So therefore I tell it the particular chip, which is an Uno chip, and I've called it a responder. You can call it what you like, and essentially this is if you noticed when I turned it on or when I program it, it flashes the LED 10 times. I'm doing that just so I can see it's actually operational. When I program it in a moment, I'll show you that. And then here is the guts of it. It says get a string. That's an existing command inside of Great Cow Basic. Get a string called myString, and then if it's equal to pin 0 equals on, turn that port on. Okay, else turn it off if it's an off command. So let's just take that and prove that. I'm going to come into my little application here, paste that into there, and turn it off by manually turning it off. I can then turn it on likewise. So it's essentially passing strings. I can then program that. I'm going to have to exit my little communications application because I've got the communications port locked quite clearly, and you can see it flashed the LED a few times. And then I'm just going to start up my little application I've written just to prove that things work. that was a really quick introduction to Microsoft Small Basic. It's quite clever. I'm going to use it.